Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. For those of you who watched the video yesterday, you will see like, oh, this is still the same. Like she has all the same stuff. So of course this is still from the same day. But I did change hats. I actually talked about this hat before and I was like, I didn't really like it because I like the way it fit. I don't know. Because I guess more of the fitted hat than this, but I guess I'm trying to get used to it. I don't know. So I did change my hat for this video. Just a little side note, whatever. But I noticed the Lord allowed me to realize that we are not self-aware. And I have probably a lot of videos talking about this where we need to sweep around our own front door, as the song says, before we try to sweep around someone else's. And the Lord allowed me to realize how so many people, as we know, it's so easy to see other people's stuff. But when we're in the midst of ours, we can't see what we're doing. And I was looking at this like a couple weeks ago. The Lord allowed me to see how someone was just really being, and I don't want to say mean, like they were really telling this person the truth about something. And then, but me, because I'm looking at both of them, so I can see that the other person who's telling, one person, they do it too. So it's like you're telling somebody something that you need to be doing as well. And it just made me, and it also happened again where, oh my goodness, I'm cracking up. Oh my goodness, I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, Lord, what in the world? Because this person was talking about somebody, and they was like, yeah, this person, like this person fake or something. I mean, oh my goodness. I'm just cracking up. I mean, I'm laughing, and I'm just like, too much are we focused on other people's stuff. And I think this is a PSA that all of us needs to hear. Like, we need to look at ourselves, because that's the only way that we're going to see things shift around us. And I was actually talking to my family about this last night, because I told you that we have a call, we have a prayer call, and we all get on there and we discuss what we feel like the Lord is saying to us at the time. And I was basically grieved by the spirit of addiction that I see, of course, on people, but I see it on men. And I read the Proverbs 31 verse, because I was like, I feel like that's a verse that, because all of us are women, I was like, that we need to listen to, we need to read, because we can oftentimes see other people's stuff and say, yeah, this is the area that they need to work on. But we're not seeing what we need to work on. We don't realize how we behave, how we act. It changes our atmosphere. And so that was something that I feel like the Lord wanted us all to hear, how our I guess our presence actually helps, or hinders someone else's. And we don't think about that. We just think we can tell people what they need to do, and then they just do it. Like, kind of like your children almost, because you can kind of tell a child to do something, and after a while they start rebelling, like, I ain't doing that. Or you had to whoop them. You had to let them know. And for an adult, you have to remove yourself, or you have to do whatever it is that the Lord is telling you to do, because you can't force anybody to do anything. However, like I said, you can help or hinder by your presence. And so if your presence is hindering them, then you need to remove yourself so that you can start helping that person, and also helping you, because we don't realize when we remove ourselves from situation and we sit at the feet of the Lord, then the Lord can tell us what we need to be doing. And I think that's also the problem, is because we're not sitting at the feet of the Lord. We're too busy looking at what someone else is saying and seeing if they're hearing from God, and seeing what they're hearing from God. And it's like, you can go directly to God yourself. When Jesus went to the cross, Jesus said no longer, like the robe, the curtain was cut down. It was torn down, not cut. It was torn down. Excuse my French. It was torn down. So we no longer have to go to a man to get to God. We can go straight to God through Jesus. But of course, we first have to accept Jesus. So I'm just like, come on, y'all. We have to become self-aware. It's time out for us to be playing. It's just like, come on, let's get serious and let's get real, because that is what we're going to need for a revival to happen, and for people to come to Christ, for things to change in our lives, is for us to be real and be self-aware. So that's my soapbox today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa cambio que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.